presented by Self-Value Tube, your path to daily success. Picture this. A task sits on your to-do list, untouched and gathering dust. It's like a stubborn stain on a white shirt, constantly catching your eye, yet you find yourself doing everything else but addressing it. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yes, we're talking about the proverbial monkey on our backs. Procrastination. It's an endless loop that we all know too well, where tasks pile up while we're trapped in a cycle of delay, stress, and guilt. But before we delve deeper, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our viewers. We appreciate you taking to join us on this journey of self-improvement and productivity enhancement. Now back to the topic at hand. What if we told you that there's a way out? This video is your roadmap to breaking free from the shackles of procrastination. We're going to unravel the mysteries of why we procrastinate, identify your personal triggers, and provide you with effective strategies to boost your productivity. It's time to stop the endless cycle of postponing tasks. Today, we're going to break free from the grip of procrastination and get things done. What exactly is procrastination? Why do we keep putting off tasks we know we need to do? Procrastination, in essence, is the act of postponing or delaying tasks that should be done. It's a common human behavior and a complex psychological phenomenon that many of us grapple with on a daily basis. Now you might be thinking, why do we procrastinate? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, but let's dive into the psychology behind it. Firstly, the instant gratification monkey. This whimsical metaphor represents our innate desire for immediate satisfaction. It's the part of our brain that tells us to binge-watch our favorite show instead of doing our taxes. It's all about the here and now, not the future. And this, my friends, is where procrastination roots itself. Secondly, the issue of task aversiveness. Simply put, we procrastinate because we find certain tasks unpleasant or overwhelming. It could be a challenging project at work or an intimidating pile of laundry at home. Whatever the task, if it's seen as daunting, our brain naturally wants to avoid it. Now let's talk about the self-reinforcing pattern of procrastination. Picture this. You have a task, but you delay it. You feel guilty, but then when you finally complete the task, you feel relief. This relief is a reward, reinforcing your procrastination behavior. It's a cycle, and like a hamster on a wheel, it's hard to get off once it's in motion. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing these patterns and understanding the psychology behind procrastination is half the battle. The human brain is malleable, and with the right strategies, we can rewire our thought patterns and make procrastination a thing of the past. Remember, procrastination is not a character flaw or a sign of laziness. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be unlearned. So, whether you're a chronic procrastinator or an occasional dawdler, don't beat yourself up. Instead, let's channel that energy into understanding and overcoming this behavior. Understanding the procrastination cycle is the first step to breaking free from it. Now, take a moment to reflect. What triggers your procrastination? You see, understanding the root causes of our procrastination habits is a powerful first step towards conquering them. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, all those hidden corners become clear. Imagine yourself as a detective on a mission to uncover the hidden clues of your procrastination habits. The first step is to take a deep, introspective look at your behavior. When do you tend to procrastinate the most? Is it when you're overwhelmed, tired, or perhaps bored? Do you put off tasks that are difficult or unpleasant? Or do you simply get distracted by more enticing activities? The answers to these questions are your personal procrastination triggers. They are unique to you, just like your fingerprints. Once you know them, you can be on guard and devise strategies to counteract them. But let's not stop there. It's also important to recognize the common excuses we use to justify our procrastination. How often have you told yourself, "I work better under pressure," or "I'll start first thing tomorrow morning," only to find that tomorrow never comes? These are rationalizations we use to trick ourselves into believing that procrastination is okay. When we unmask these excuses for what they are, justifications for delaying action, we can begin to break free from the cycle of procrastination. It's like pulling back the curtain to reveal the wizard behind the scenes in The Wizard of Oz. There's no magic, just smoke and mirrors. So, let's start today. Grab a pen and paper and jot down your personal procrastination triggers and the excuses you often use. Keep this list close and refer to it when you feel the pull of procrastination. Remember, awareness is your first line of defense against this sneaky habit. Recognizing your triggers is a crucial step in overcoming procrastination. It's like understanding the enemy before you go into battle. Armed with this knowledge, you're well on your way to winning the war against procrastination. So let's keep going. The journey to a more productive you continues. Ever set a goal that somehow just never gets done? Maybe it's not the goal, but the way it's set. Let's talk about SMART goals. This is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's a method that transforms vague intentions into clear, actionable steps. First, make your goal specific. Instead of saying, I want to read more, try, I want to read 1 book per month. This provides a clear target, leaving no room for ambiguity. Next, make it measurable. Establish concrete criteria for tracking progress. In our reading example, you would measure success by the number of books you read. Then, ensure it's achievable. It's great to aim high, but setting unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and, you guessed it, procrastination. Choose a goal that stretches you but remains within your reach. Your goal also needs to be relevant. It should align with your broader life objectives. If you're aiming to become a software developer, reading books on programming would be more relevant than, say, medieval history. Finally, set a time-bound target. Open-ended goals tend to be pushed aside. A deadline creates a sense of urgency, motivating you to prioritize and take action. Now, let's discuss the power of breaking tasks into smaller, manageable components. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain. The peak seems impossibly far away, but if you focus on reaching the next ridge, then the one after that, before you know it, you'll be standing on the summit. Similarly, breaking a big task into smaller tasks makes it less overwhelming. If your goal is to write a novel, start with a chapter, then a page, then a paragraph. Each completed task brings a sense of achievement, fueling your motivation to tackle the next one. So, next time you set a goal, remember to make it SMART and break it down into bite-sized tasks. This approach makes your goals more compelling, more manageable, and ultimately more achievable. Remember, a well-set goal is half achieved. Time management is not about having more time, it's about making the most of it. It's about harnessing the power of moments and using them to propel you towards your goals. And good news, there are proven strategies that can help you do just that. The first strategy is time blocking. Picture your day as a Lego structure. Each block or chunk of time has a specific color, representing a specific task or category of tasks. Some blocks might be for work, some for leisure, and some for personal growth. By assigning specific time blocks to different activities, you're creating a clear structure for your day. You're giving every hour a purpose, reducing the chance of time slipping away unnoticed. But time blocking is not just about scheduling tasks. It's also about scheduling breaks. Because let's face it, even the most driven among us need a breather now and then. A few minutes to stretch, to grab a cup of coffee, or to simply let our minds wander. Which brings us to the next strategy, the Pomodoro technique. Named after the tomato-shaped kitchen timer, this technique advocates for breaking your work into 25-minute intervals, separated by 5-minute breaks. Each interval is known as one Pomodoro. After completing 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This rhythmic work break dance keeps your mind fresh and focused, making the task at hand feel less daunting. And here's the beauty of it. These two strategies, time blocking and the Pomodoro technique, can be used in tandem. You can use time blocking to assign broad categories to your day, and then within those blocks, use the Pomodoro technique to structure your work and breaks. Remember, time is like a river. Once it flows by, you can't touch the same water again. The trick is to use it wisely, staying focused and productive. With these techniques, you'll not just manage time, you'll master it. For those of you wanting more insights and practical tips on time management, we have made a detailed video. Just click the notification appearing on the right corner of your screen to check it out. Having mastered the art of time management, let's now explore some tools and techniques that can further boost our productivity. In the digital age, we have a plethora of productivity tools at our disposal, each designed to enhance a specific aspect of our work. One such tool is a digital planner. This is not your run-of-the-mill calendar app. It's a comprehensive tool that allows you to schedule tasks, set reminders, track progress, and much more. It's like having a personal assistant in your pocket. Another fantastic tool is a project management app. These apps provide a bird's-eye view of your projects, helping you manage tasks, deadlines, and team collaborations efficiently. If you're a visual person, you might want to try mind mapping tools. These tools help you visualize your ideas, making it easier to understand complex concepts, plan projects, and make decisions. But remember, tools are only as effective as the person using them. It's essential to choose tools that align with your work style and goals. Now let's talk about techniques. One powerful technique is the Eisenhower box. Named after President Dwight Eisenhower, this method helps you prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. Tasks are divided into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. This method ensures that you're always working on what matters most. Another technique is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This technique helps you tackle small tasks promptly, preventing them from piling up. So equip yourself with these tools and techniques and watch your productivity soar. Remember, productivity is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, efficiently and effectively. As we progress on our journey to productivity, it's time to address the elephant in the room: procrastination. Having equipped ourselves with the right tools and techniques, we now need to confront the tendencies that often lead us astray. This is not just about understanding procrastination, but about developing a practical approach to tackle it head-on. Let's start by acknowledging this simple fact: everyone procrastinates. It's a common human tendency. However, the key lies in not letting procrastination become a habit. How do we do that? By being proactive and by recognizing the early signs of procrastination. One effective way to deal with procrastination is the 5-minute rule. If you're feeling resistant to starting a task, commit to working on it for just 5 minutes. Often the hardest part is getting started, and once you've overcome that hurdle, you'll likely want to continue. Another technique is the Swiss cheese method, named so because it involves poking holes in a task until it resembles Swiss cheese. Break down a daunting task into smaller, manageable parts and tackle them one at a time. This reduces the intimidation factor and makes the task seem less overwhelming. Lastly, remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each task you complete is a step forward, a triumph over procrastination. Recognize and reward your efforts. This not only boosts your morale, but also motivates you to keep going. As we move forward, remember that overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a destination. It's about persistence, resilience, and the willingness to keep trying, even when the task at hand seems daunting. So let's take that next step, together. Fear of failure and perfectionism can be huge stumbling blocks on our path to productivity. These twin towers of procrastination can seem insurmountable, but the truth is, they're not. Let's delve into how we can topple these barriers and stride towards success. First, let's tackle perfectionism. We often put off tasks because we're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect mood, or the perfect idea. But guess what? Perfection is an illusion. It's like chasing a mirage in the desert. What we need to realize is that progress, not perfection, is the key to success. So start that project, write that first draft, and make that phone call, even if it's not perfect. Remember, you can always refine and improve along the way. Now, let's address the fear of failure. It's only natural to fear failure. It's a survival instinct. But when this fear paralyzes us into inaction, it becomes a problem. To overcome this, we need to reframe our perspective on failure. Think of failure not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone to success, a learning opportunity. Thomas Edison, the great inventor, once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. Lastly, let's talk about accountability systems. You see, when we're accountable to someone, be it a mentor, a friend, or a professional coach, we're more likely to follow through on our commitments. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and urgency, nudging us to take action. So reach out to someone you trust, share your goals and deadlines with them, and invite them to hold you accountable. To wrap up, overcoming procrastination is not about eliminating fear or striving for perfection. It's about embracing imperfection, learning from failure, and leveraging accountability to propel us forward. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Reach out, create accountability, and conquer your fears. Now that we've tackled the pitfalls, let's shift our focus to our mindset. It's not just about doing things, it's about changing the way we think. This is the fulcrum of cultivating a proactive mindset. Change in our actions begins with a shift in our thoughts. So how do we achieve this? Mindfulness practices are a great starting point. Imagine you're a gardener. Your mind is the soil. Each moment of mindfulness is like a seed you plant in this soil. As you nurture these seeds with continued awareness, they grow into vibrant flowers of concentration and productivity. In tandem with mindfulness, positive affirmations can be a powerful tool. These are positive statements that can help you challenge and overcome self-sabotaging negative thoughts. Picture these affirmations as the sun, providing the light and warmth your mental garden needs to flourish. In essence, being proactive is about nurturing your mind with mindfulness and affirmations, turning it into a fertile ground for productivity. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Remember, you're not alone on this journey towards productivity and overcoming procrastination. We're all in this together, a community bound by the shared desire to grow and improve. This is a platform where we can learn from one another, share insights, and lend a helping hand. Got a unique procrastination-busting tip that works wonders for you? We'd love to hear it. Maybe you have questions or insights about cultivating a proactive mindset. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. We value your thoughts and experiences. They add to our collective wisdom and help us create content that is more relevant and helpful to you. And if you're enjoying these videos and finding value in them, consider subscribing. We have a wealth of content on personal development and productivity waiting for you. Let's continue to grow and learn together. Remember, every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So let's take these steps together, building a community of productivity, one comment, one share, one subscription at a time. Until next time, stay motivated, stay driven, above all, stay safe.